As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, welcome back to Pole Dancer Part 2. And we were talking about the pole and putting some quick dry glue under the edge here if the tape didn't hold it down properly. The next thing I did was, here's all those cuts that I made down at the bottom. This splays out the bottom, so when it's sitting in the middle of your album, it actually, you can pick it up. See, it'll keep the pole from coming all the way out. And what I did on this one, just for look purposes, is I cut a 2-inch circle, punched a hole in the top. I cut 2 of them, punched a hole in the top of one, stuck the pole through, and splayed out the bottom on the bottom side of the circle, then glued the other circle on top of it so you couldn't see that part of it. But you don't have to do that. I just think I'll probably use this pole for different mini albums with the ATCs in them, because you only really have to make one pole, and then you could switch out your albums using that same pole each time. So there's another thought for you too. So anyway, back to this. The other thing that I did was I took these 2 little pieces that we had left over, and I did 1/8 inch score lines on them also, just to break up the paper a little bit. And then I wrapped them around the very top of the pole. Well, first I cut zigzags in the top of it to make it just have a little crowny-like effect. I just did it by hand. If you have a punch, you can do that. Or just punch a fancy edge on it like I did this one. First I did one with the points, and then the second one I punched a edge. I used an edge punch and punched all around it just to give it a little bit more texture and dimension. So you can do that. I'm not going to take the time and do all that right now because I think you get the gist. And the only other thing left to do, if you desire to do it, well, 2 more things actually, would be to attach the bags. And I did find a bag here. These are the bags that I use, and they happen to measure 3 1/4 by 5.75. And what I did was I cut them off to make them 3 1/2 inches tall. And you're going to take your bags, if you don't want to attach your ATCs directly to your accordion spine area, I just took the bags and attached one inside each one of these accordions. And again, I cut them off at 3 1/2 so that they were exactly the height of the accordions, if you see here. So inside each accordion, I did one. Or not inside, but to the side of each accordion, I did one. So that gave me a total of 20. And again, like we talked about before, you could add more if you wanted to do 40, 50. The piece that was left over, the scrap that was left over, I would use that to create a cover, because again, I plan on putting mine away from after a while. So all I did was cut this basically in half, I think. Let's look here. Yeah. And glued it down, cut off a strip off each end. I didn't cut it in half, I'm sorry. I got a strip off each end here, which then I made these little straps here and punched a fancy end on the end of each of these that match the trim that I did on the pole. And then I hid my ribbon under there because I wanted mine to have a ribbon tie, And in this design, you can just wrap your ribbon all the way around. It's not going to interfere with anything. So glued it down at the front, glued it down at the back. Now I can tie it up and put it away as a little album. Probably put some type of cover title on it too. Just haven't got that far yet. I thought I'd wait till the ATCs came in, and they're always an inspiration on what I want to name something. So this scenario, you can tie it up, which creates a little book, or when it's open, you can tie it shut, which puts another little design element onto your pole dancing mini. Probably should put the pole in there, huh? There you go. And that's it. That's how easy it is. And you've got an ATC holder for 20 ATCs or more if you desire. And it looks polished and finished, and all you used was one sheet of 12 by 12 and some plastic bags. Again, you wouldn't have to do the plastic bags. You could attach your ATCs directly to the side. You could try temporary tape so that you could remove them. I don't know how sturdy that would be, and if you did get any pole dancing going on, any swiveling going on, if your ATCs would hold or not. But I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry the end got cut off. I hope I didn't miss anything, because when you interrupt me in the middle of something, sometimes I have to start all over to remember what I was doing. And just look at this too, maybe as attaching your ATCs directly in here. You wouldn't even have to do the pole. You wouldn't have to do a book concept. You could just use these to spread out your ATCs and put them on a shelf. It might even be a good photo if you like to do the photos of so many blogs have beautiful photographs on them. Just that might be a good prop to use. Oh, see, now I'm thinking about all kinds of things. I'll let you go. I've already taken enough of your time today, and I hope you all stay safe and sound, and I hope you're all smiling. And let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.